done and I'm all glammed up. You probably wonder why I am all glammed up. Well, my little sister is getting married this week, and so this is the dress that we picked out for one of her bridesmaids that I get to wear. Isn't it so pretty? So anyway, well, I'm in Utah at their wedding. I thought I would share a project with you, and I decided, since I feel like a princess because I never get to dress like this. I think the last time I dressed like this was at prom. Seriously. Not even my wedding day did I like my dress as much as I love this dress. But anyway, I feel like a princess. So, and I'm going to do a little curtsy for you later. And so I thought I would make a project using Once Upon a Princess. So I've decided for my princess project, I'm going to make the castle. Are you so excited? Okay, I'm not making the castle in the back that's three-dimensional. I'm not going to. I was tempted, but I'm not, because it looks like it takes hours, and I don't have hours today. I'm going to make this castle, and I'm going to make just a princess scrapbook page using this castle. So the first thing I'm going to do with this awesome castle is I want to cut this castle right here. So I'm going to move I have my paper up here and down here for a reason. I'm going to use the Fit to Page button. You can use that anytime. I need to set my paper first, sorry. Set your paper size after you have the blade to the top right corner, and your paper has to be the bottom left corner of your mat. So I'm going to hit my Fit to Page, and I want to see exactly how big the castle will cut on here. Okay, I'm going to hit OK, calculating Fit to Page, and it says 5 1/4. And I'm just going to press cut. Now, if you ever want to bring your blade up really quick to the top right-hand side and you do not want to unload your paper, just hit load paper. It'll go right back to the top right corner. And with this, I am just going to cut my first layer, which is the shift button, but I need to set my size to 5 1/4. 5 1/4, and you need to make sure that you take off your Fit to Page, because that would be quite a huge layer if you didn't. Okay, now I'm going to hit shift and hit my castle again and press cut. And this is going to be the top layer right here and a couple of the flags. Now this castle is on page 44 of the Once Upon a Princess handbook, so you can follow along with me. You're going to hit, next we're going to hit the Layer Creative Features button, and we're going to cut the first layer right here with this light pink right here. And we have it on 5 1/4 and press cut. Now the last thing we're going to do for this castle is press your shift and press the castle button again. Now I'm using the castle up here. Don't confuse that with the castle down here. And this is going to cut the little spires or whatever you call them and the door. For the title, I've decided to use Royal Diva, and that is on page 67, and it's a phrase feature. Now the great thing about these handbooks and these cartridges is you can mix and match. You don't have to do everything that they've suggested. You kind of can do your own thing. And you can mix cartridges and so forth. Okay, we are going to hit the phrase button, because it's a phrase button. And then we're going to, I'm not doing that one. But it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, I'm having some issues. We're going to hit the phrase creative feature, and this is going to be the crown. And the crown that's right here, and just press that. And I want it to be about, I'm going to say about 3 3/4. 3 3/4, because it looks kind of long and skinny. 3 3/4, that might be kind of big. I'll do 3 1/2. Perfect. Okay, before we finish with the Cricut and cutting, I wanted to also add the base shadow right here, because I looked on my castle and I noticed that the flags up here had nothing to attach themselves to. So I was trying to think how that worked. So then I looked over at the base shadow, and it has a place for the flags. So I'm going to make a shadow. Anytime you have the shadow feature, it's going to have a small shadow around the image. If it says blackout, it's going to be the same size as the main image, or the image that you're using to black out. Okay, so let's do the base shadow, and it was 5 1/4. 5 1/4, and we're going to hit the shadow button. And we're going to hit our castle, and that will give us a nice shadow. Let's put this together. Okay, I'm starting with a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. And I'm going to use my simple formula, which is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. This is Cool Caribbean by Stampin' Up! Is discontinued, but I think it coordinated great with the colors that I'm using. And then I'm using So Saffron, and I'm going to use that down here. This is 3 by 12 strip. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and lay down this piece up here. Just using some ATG tape on here. And I'm going to have that up here. I'm going to do it pretty big. There we go. Just doing kind of a big border around it. There we go. And make sure that this is going to work down at the bottom. And it is. And I don't want to add that on yet, but I want to show you first the castle that I made, and I put it together. Now, the castle, it was pretty simple to put together. But the one trick I wanted to show you, or tip, I guess you could say, before you add this layer of the, the pink, the top layer, you need to add the 2 little layers first because they actually go underneath this layer. And I didn't know that, so I had to remove it and redo it. And then you can also see why I did need the layer, the shadow behind it, because I needed to add these little flags on here. So I think these colors complement each other. And what I've decided to do is I want to add a ribbon around here. Okay, and I just need to cut it, move my castle for a second, and add some tape. I'm going to add that right here. This is really a quick page layout. There's only a couple images from the Cricut. Let's go ahead and put this down. And if you don't want to use this much ATG tape, you can just do the ends in the middle if you'd like. Okay, let's put this on here. This one goes all the way across because it is 3 by 12. So you're not going to see this part here, and it gives it a really cool look. There's so much you can do with layering on a scrapbook page. And that is going to go there, and we are going to add a little bit of ribbon here. A little bit of ribbon. And the trick, if you see that half of this is polka dot and half of it is not, the trick is when you pull it through, loop it around like this. Let me zoom in for you. Loop it around like this, pull it through, and as you pull it, do you see that? Okay, I want to show you that there's still a polka dot on one side and there's still solid color on the other. But if you flip it towards you on the right hand side, now the polka dots are on the top side. Isn't that a cool trick? I think that's the neatest trick ever. And I don't remember where I heard that from. I've just been doing that for years. Do the same thing. We're going to add a pink on there to complement the windows or the upper towers. I hear feet coming up the stairs. You're not taking your nap. What happened to your nap?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Prince. Are you my Prince Charming? Are you my friend? You decided not to take a nap, huh?
You like fish?
Yes. You wanted to be with Mama instead. Okay, so... Okay, I'm going to add my title, and it's Royal Diva up here. And I'm just going to use the Zig 2-way glue pen up here. I probably shouldn't be doing this on my page. Okay.
My amber glue.
Yes, I know.
They're for Amber.
That's not for... Oh, for
They're for Amber.
my sister Amber that's getting married?
They're for Thomas. They're for me.
No, you don't need flowers. You don't need flowers like
They're
that.
for Amber.
No, they're for this scrapbook page, okay?
They're for Amber.
Yes. Okay, let's flip this over.
You make it for me.
I didn't make this one for you. We can make a different one if you want.
You like mine?
I like this one's not yours today, though, okay? We can make you a separate
And mine?
one. I'm going to use this for one of the girls, okay? For their scrapbooks.
You make it for me.
I make it for you?
Yeah.
You like it that much, huh? We'll make you a castle. How about a Krabby Crawl? Do you like castles? Are you a prince?
How about a Krabby Crawl?
We'll do Krabby Crawl in a minute, okay? We're just going to finish this one up. I know. Okay. I've got my castle, and I've got my prince in my office with me. Can you hear him? Okay, now these are Prima flowers, and I've added a brad in the center. And I'm just going to take off the backing.
I need the paper.
You need some paper? I'm going to add this flower right here because it looked like it covered it up pretty good. I'm going to add that there. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to add these two up at the top. Yeah, with the same dimensionals. Just a sec, sweetie.
Mom, did it candle for me?
Okay, that castle's for you. All right, this is the final scrapbook page. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you also.
Mom.
Yes. Can you say bye-bye, everybody?
Yeah.
Say bye-bye, everybody. Say bye-bye, everybody.
You hold me.
I will hold you. Oh, can you say bye-bye, everybody?
Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
You come here. You're my prince. Will you dance with me? Okay, right here. Someday my prince will come. Someday, I don't know this song. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Someday my prince will. Okay. Okay, my favorite part about getting ready for this. Okay, don't be too. Ah! Okay, my favorite part is my toes. Look at those toes. Don't look too close. But look at, they're red, and they have, I usually always do pink or blue, but they're red and they match my dress. Okay, here's somewhat of a full view of this beautiful dress, which I'll probably never wear again in my whole life. But I'll be able to pass it down to my daughters if they ever want, if this is ever in style for school. But isn't it pretty?